Good morning, everyone. So we're here on the job. They had some people here working this morning, and they were just making all kinds of racket. So they left 10 o'clock in the morning, and they left. But these are the windows. Let me back up a little. These are the windows we'll be swapping out. These are the old 1950s casement window. If anybody ever lived in a concrete block house, you pretty much know what these are. Pretty much just, these are the locks here. Got the little handles here, then you got the crank handles. These open up. And before, these are late 40s, early 50s construction. So back in the day, there wasn't air conditioning, so it's basically get as much airflow through the house as possible. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but there's some pretty interesting, things that are still today, that being used today because of these windows here. And this is a primarily Florida-based window. You have this, and then you have the jalousie, or the Miami jalousie, which is basically, you have let me back up where you can see the whole window. All right, so you have a metal, now this is not this window, a jalousie window. Basically you have the frame that goes around, and then you have little tiny pieces of glass, and you have one crank, so you crank the one, and the glass actually closes on itself, so the whole thing is just a whole bunch of pieces of glass. That's a jalousie window, or a Miami jalousie. Oh, gotta do that one in there too. So a couple of things that are pretty cool about these is that they have a nomenclature, or a nominal size. So like this window here is called a 2.4. That one's called a 3.5. No, excuse me, 3.4. I got myself twisted. And the reason being, like a 3.4, if you go up to Lowe's or Home Depot and say, I need a 3.4 window, it's going to be 51 by 49.5. If you say you need a 2.4, it's going to be 36 by 49.5. And then you got the little ones, that's a 2.3, that's going to be 36 by 37.25. Reason I know all these sizes because they're all the same. Now, maybe you've already caught on, but a 2.4 is 2 wide, 4 tall on the piece of glass. That's a 3.4. Oh, here, let me show you. I even think there's one over here. That's a, well, see, they don't make that size anymore, but that would be 2 2.5s molded together. But the reason for this is when they built these houses, well, not here. They drywalled over a lot of this. But, yeah, this right here. All right, so these walls here are plaster. Basically, they're about 1.5 inches of just pure concrete. And when they plastered the walls, they, yeah, see here's some here where they're patching it all up. But when they plastered the wall, it takes time to dry. So they built the concrete block house. They installed the window frames, but no glass. This is some history, a little bit of history right here, but they installed the metal frames, then plastered all the walls, and because there was no glass, the whole entire house air dried. And then after that, then they came in and put the doors and I don't know if this one originally had this parquet floor or not, but usually they had a blackjack, like a tile, and it was asbestos tile held down with almost like roofing tar. It wasn't, but it was pretty close to it. It's called blackjack, I believe. But anyways, let's go back on the windows. So they put the window frames in, they plaster everything, and then whenever it dries, then there was a guy back in the day called a glazier. And a glazier is the equivalent of a window installer. And he would come out with all the glass, and here, I'll show you on this window here. And he would come out and put the glass in, and then glaze it in. I don't know if y'all can see that, but glaze it in with that like concrete putty. So But that's kind of how these houses were built. And one of the neat things about the windows is that, you know, I've always thought it was pretty cool that they basically just put the frames in, and then right before it was done, they'd come in and say, okay, let's have a glass guy. And he came out with this big stack of glass and just kind of had the house done in, you know, a couple hours or so. But anyways, a little bit of history. And this is one of their installs. I did not install that door. I don't know if you can see the little spot of light at the top, and they tried hard. I might go around and kind of adjust all the doors whenever I'm done with the windows. But yeah, got a phone call. And see, I was about to scam likely. This is 10, 15 times a day, man. This is getting crazy. But pretty much all the windows you've seen so far, this one here, that one there. Today I'm going to do the two in the kitchen, the little bathroom window. Got that one there. I'm going to do the one to the left, the small one, not the big one. That's a corner window, by the way. And I'm going to do that window there. So the big window, 1, 2. I hope y'all not getting dizzy, me walking around. And then 3, I'm going to do these probably tomorrow. And then this window and the big one over here. And then there's another bathroom, and then there's one in the outside. There's 2 little tiny windows. Because they're obscure and tempered, I had to special order them. So them are 4 that I'm probably going to do sometime in September, October, whenever they come in. But yeah, and this is definitely and this is Florida right here. But we're out, we're east of the intercoastal, so we're actually we're in Jacks Beach, Atlantic Beach, Neptune Beach area. Oh my God. Let's see what they want. How funny is this? Extended warranty. You know, I was thinking about actually talking with them to see what it'd cost to have a warranty on a 92 Chevy van with about 300,000 miles on it. I don't know if they'd actually warranty it or not. And this one here, oh my God, the customer. This one here, they says, oh yeah, we want a picture window. So when I come out here, there's going to be one giant window. Oh, that's going to be a booger. I don't even like to look at it because I know it's going to be heavy as hell. But it was $1,100 for that one window, so don't have a problem with that. Let's see. Sleep schedule's kind of getting back on track a little bit. I think I went to bed like around 1 instead of 2 or 3. And I've been forcing myself to wake up at, you know, by 7 at least. But yeah, I got to figure out what's going on. Around like 11, 12 o'clock, I get this burst of energy. And I don't know, I just can't seem to get myself to go to sleep. Been trying to eat different food and doing different things. I was going to do the NyQuil thing, but I can't find my NyQuil, but I will. And here pretty soon, I think I'm going to be going to the dentist, like really soon. Thinking tomorrow I'm going to get paid on the first half of this, and then Friday I might go up there. I don't know, either Friday or Monday. I'm debating about it. But yeah, I got a tooth that's, I got a bunch of bad teeth. That's partly one of the reasons I have trouble talking, because I have a larger than normal tongue, and then a couple of broken teeth. They don't hurt, but they're just broken, and you know, sometimes it wasn't intentional, but it just, you know, running around, doing this, doing that. I haven't really taken care of myself. And that's what a lot of this is about. In fact, I was thinking last night on a number for someone just to buy everything. It's kind of hard because I mean, there's stuff that, I know there's a tote somewhere that has a whole entire, you know, silver coin collection with silver bars. It's in a random tote. I don't know which one. So, but yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'll probably be out here, and then Friday I'm gonna go and get a whole bunch of just big pieces of furniture. I'm taking all that out to the flea market just to, make room in my shop and at my house. And since I got that second booth and I almost sold out, I'm just gonna go out there and Friday I'm just gonna, kind of get everything set up where I want it. So I doubt I'm going to get everything taken care of, but at least I'll get it kind of set up where I want it, and then I can start bringing out merchandise and just putting on the shelves. But for right now, just trying to figure out what to do on the 2 booths. I kind of have an idea in my head, but I got 2 big shelves in my office that I'm really not using. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take them out and kind of clean up the office and kind of get it set up with the plastic shelves. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to work. Finally just had a little bit of quiet time here. Like I said, there was some guys putting in the cabinets and everything, complaining the whole entire time. And this is the mess that they leave. I mean, just stuff all over the place. I don't leave mess. I am a mess, but I don't leave messes. Whenever I get done with a job, I sweep and clean up, and other than the fact there's new stuff, you wouldn't even know I was ever there. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on it. I got all the windows are unscrewed except for this one, so I got to unscrew. Again, these are basically a couple little tiny screws right there. When I say little, that's the screws that hold in windows. So, yeah, here's the one, the little threaded ones that hold in the bottom. That's why I think it's so funny is they say, oh, you gotta have this and that and all this. Man, these houses have been around. This is the house that went through Dora. So, I mean, it's still here. Oh, and fun little fact. Jacksonville has never technically been hit ever by a hurricane. I know when Dora came through, but Dora, the eye landed in St. Augustine, and we got the worst part of the hurricane. But technically, it never hit Jacksonville. So Jacksonville has never really been hit by a hurricane in recorded history. So I just thought there was a whole bunch of them that, like go around, and we've had the effects of hurricanes many times, but we've never technically been hit exactly. And I think that's well, no, I'm not going to get into that thing, but let's just say that there's 2 rivers in the world that flow north, the St. John's and the Nile. It's a lot of shit that happened on the Nile, a lot of shit that happened on the St. John's if you go way back before Calford, back before the native population, and you go all the way back to where the coastline is about 150 miles off the coast of Florida and about 90 feet down. I'm sure if you were pretty good at Googling, you'd find out there was a settlement 90 feet down and about 150 miles off the coast of Florida. There was another coast. Go on Google Earth and you'll see it. But yeah, they found remnants of stone structures down there. And you got to remember, everybody's talking about the seas rising and all this climate change and global warming and all this kind of mess. Earth wasn't always like it is now. It's been a lot hotter, a lot colder. The seas have been higher and lower. The Sahara Desert used to be, tropical. They found, tropical plants up in the Arctic. They found, you got the whole Carolina bays with the ice, the ice fall from the where the whole entire northern part of the United States was just under a sheet of ice. And then supposedly a meteor hit, and that's what made all the Carolina bays, the imprints of these giant building-sized slabs of ice that came down and hit the earth and then melted in these little round depressions. I mean, we have them all over the East Coast, from pretty much, I think, Virginia all the way down here in Florida. So there's a lot of stuff that happened way before recorded history. And that's one of the things that I find it comical, the audacity and arrogance of people to say, you know, in this little sliver of time, that we're doing all this stuff to the earth. And if you actually step outside, look at the grass growing, look at the trees, ain't none of this stuff dying. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, we don't need to clean up our act and get this pollution under control, which we do. And you're not going to do it by regulation. You need to do it by, you know, saying, hey, if you're starting a company and you screw up, you got to pay for it. So, and make it to where they're, like, I think there's one company down south where they were pumping wastewater into this, you know, like underground storage, and then the company folded, and now now I guess it's having issues or something like that. I think they got it under contained, but there was a little moment there where things went really bad. And that's one of the things we're saying, okay, if you're going to start a business, let's have a business plan, not just do shit. And there's too many loopholes for pollution. And the biggest polluter, which I've personally seen, but the biggest polluter is our government. They are the biggest polluter. The government is not here to help you. So, anyway, I got to get back to work. So, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm probably not going to post this till late tonight, so you have a wonderful night. And tomorrow we may be back out here, and I don't know. Let's see how the weather acts. But peace, love, money. I'm out.